for the improving our presence in the case of a legislation side of GST implementation. Another IFRS, a global investments, a foreign direct investments. I will come to India, only there will be a common languages with us. So financial statement is going to be prepared by a first set of groups. First phase is going to be implemented from 1st April 2011 onwards. We have completed all our Indian version of an IFRS called in accounting standards, and at any time government may pronounce or maybe promulgate through the regulations or maybe rules that will be applicable for the certain type of companies at the initial stage. Second stage, it will go to the other set of companies. Third stage, it will come for an insurance companies and banking sector. So we have to gear up our members towards for a training, a research, and also for a certification course in case of an IFRS is another set of an agency, another set of a challenge before the profession. We have to upgrade our knowledge. Another very important point, again, the oversight bodies. There is a regulators as well as the common people are thinking there should be a separate regulatory body or oversight body to monitor the entire accounting profession. That an existing system of a quality review board, they would like to strengthen. Maybe another body may be constituted under the company's bill. And that's also we are focusing on that. We have to provide more and more quality service so that there will be an oversight body can provide a more support for the profession, not for creating any trouble for this profession. That is also we are working on that. And friends, the very important point is empowerment of the small and medium practitioners. Today, the small and medium practitioners consisting of more than 73% of our practitioners. Out of this 73%, very small people are working towards for the new year areas, and others are in the common areas like bank audit, tax audit, and all these things. In our institute, we have debated on all these issues. In the council, we have debated it, and we are advocating for a networking, merger, and all these things. But unfortunately, this concept of network, merger, or understanding between these firms are not taking place. But we are expecting a new bill is presented in the parliament. That is an LLP, the Chartered Accountants Amendment Bill 2010, which will pave the way for constituting an LLP among the Chartered Accountants. As on today, our Chartered Accountants Act is not permitting to carry out an attest function by this and other than the firms and individuals. To that extent, this bill is going to provide more support for the small and medium practitioners. The small and medium practitioners can merge together, combine together, they can constitute themselves as an LLP Chartered Accountants. This LLP form of Chartered Accountants can provide all services, and there will be another opportunity. You can have a multidisciplinary partnership within yourself. That is, an LLP can be a multidisciplinary partnership, LLP partnership, and it can have your own chartered accountants, cost accountants, company secretaries, advocates, actuaries, all of them can be coming together. And there is a precautionary measures also we have taken. We have represented before the government, minimum 51% of the members should be the chartered accountants. Then only these firms can be carry out the attest function. To that extent, we are focusing on that. We have to advocate, we have to propagate, we have to educate for the LLP form of chartered accountants in future also. Another very important point which we have to see that the international presence of the chartered accountants. In globally, we would like to have a more and more presence for the Indian chartered accountants. We are working towards that. We have already entered an agreement and a mutual recognition agreement with Institute of Chartered Accountants of England and Wales, Institute of Chartered Accountants of Ireland, and Institute of Chartered Accountants of Australia and CPA Australia. All these things and idea is bringing together our Indian Chartered Accountant to the global forum. In this global forum will help the Indian Chartered Accountants to have their practices outside India, to have a networking with an outside India. Today, the Indian big firms we can say about more than about 100 or 150 big firms are in India. They are in a number one stage. We can say their presence is very well there in India as well as outside India. So we are focusing towards for the improvement of the professional presence all over the world. For that, we have to empower the small and medium practitioners. We want to have our Indian chartered accountant firms, they open their offices outside India, maybe in UK, USA, Japan, or Malaysia, Singapore, and other places also. We want to conquer more and more audit firm outside India. Like our Indian giants like Infosys, Wipro, they are acquiring the service industries outside India. Our Indian accounting firm should acquire an audit firm outside India. These are the concepts. There are number of vision available for us. We want to have a feedback from all of you. We will work towards for the improvement of our Indian Chartered Accountants. We are working with the government in tandem. We are providing all our service to activities to the government, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Ministry of Finance, and Ministry of Commerce, and also C&AG. And we are also working with the banking sector so that there will be a more and more share should be given to our chartered accountants for provide more services in the society. Friends, with this, I must compliment once again the chairman and the team for the wonderful effort. All the regional council members, they have taken a lot of pain for organizing this wonderful conference. Please, I wish all of you to enjoy this conference, and also networking is very important. Each other can discuss about these issues. Each other can consider certain views can be exchanged between all of you. That will provide more and more vibrant for this profession. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Vice President. And may I now call upon the Chairman and Managing Director of Indian Overseas Bank, Shri M. Narendra. Chairman, Managing Director, Indian Overseas Bank.
Mr. Amarjit Chopra, President, ICAI. G. Ramaswamy, Vice President. Mr. Babu Abraham Kallivellai, Chairman, Southern India Regional Council of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Our banking friends, Mr. Basin from State Bank of India, Shyam Srinivasan from the Federal Bank, and all valued delegates. At the outset, I bring bouquet of greetings and good wishes from IOBians, more than 27,000 all over India. It is a great honor for Indian Overseas Bank to be the event sponsor of the 42nd Regional Conference of the Southern India Regional Council of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. I think the Ernakulam chapter of and the chairman and other members of the organizing committee have organized this conference in a beautiful and a very spacious hall, in a very gigantic manner and in a wonderful manner, as everybody has congratulated Sri Babu Abraham Kallivelli and all the other members needs special recognition and appreciation for the wonderful work done by them. The conference, as it is mentioned, Jnana Marga, or the path of knowledge. I think this is a very suitable theme of the conference, and you are all very knowledgeable professionals, and you and the bankers, all of us together, the chartered accountants, the bankers, we are the path breakers for the economy to be grown because of the active and collaborative approach of all of us. Just now our Honorable Pranab Kumar Murji has mentioned that because of the active and participation of all of us, the India is on the growth path to the double-digit growth. So in that connection, we need to be globally empowered, we need to have the global knowledge, and we need to be proactive in ensuring that in every aspect of economic and the financial and other aspects of society, we have enough knowledge. And I think under the leadership of Amarjit Chopra and all of you, the Institute of Chartered Accountants have been doing a yeoman service in fully equipping each of the members to play their role very responsibly. I had a long association, particularly myself, with Amarjit Chopra from 1989. Our bank, that time, Corporation Bank, organized a professional meet, and Mr. Amarjit Chopra was the chief guest. And from that day onwards, we have been recognizing the role played by the professionals. And he has mentioned that in terms of IFRI and other accounting principles, to make it known to the banking fraternity, as a chairman of the Indian Overseas Bank and from my bank, I would be too happy to associate with the Institute in all your endeavors, and also such programs which is being organized at the central level and at the global level. Indian Overseas Bank will be too pleased to associate. However, I would equally request